Let's go live. What's up, you guys? I miss you. My babies. What's going on? What the fuck, you guys? What is. Don't worry about the hair. I having a bad hair day. I just washed my hair. I just let it go today. What is going on? So is Jackie not Jackie? Jackie Vasquez? Are you not Jackie Vasquez? Who are you? What is going on with Jackie? You guys, don't this case get weirder and weirder every fucking day? This fucking case. I'm sorry, you guys. I haven't eaten all day, and I just made myself a sandwich. And when I make a sandwich because y'all, I used to work in the deli at Safeway, and my sandwiches is like this big. So I ain't gonna eat in front of you guys, but I'm gonna just take a little bit off. But I'm gonna drink right here. Okay. So what happened? My three rosebuds. Hi, boo. Hi, baby. Hi, you guys. I'm so glad you guys was waiting for me because I was at the store. I was at the store in line. I was trying to hurry up. What the? Let me open up the window. Whew, it's hot in here. Shit, it's fucking hot. Hold on, girls. Hold on, ladies and gents. Hold it. I have to open up this window. You guys, oh my goodness. What is going on? So is Jackie not Jackie, or is she kidnapped, or is she not kidnapped, or has this bitch been like, was she like that okay, so that lady, what's her name? What is their name? Carrie Vasquez? She said she ain't the mama. Hey, Evelyn. Hi, boo boo. Go, Evelyn. It's your birthday. Go, Miss Jefferson. Hey, baby. Hi, Mary. Hi, Rainmaker. Hi, you guys. Hi, my three rosebuds. Whoop, whoop. We in the building. Yep, yep. Because, Jackie might be a kidnapped baby, y'all. Me and one of my subs was talking about this like last month. Like Jackie might be a kidnapped baby. Like she might have been kidnapped when she was a baby. Let's get the light off. That damn light is just doing something. It's bright. It's bright. That light is bright. Hopefully it'll go away in a minute. Here we go. I'll put my chair down. So you guys, what is going on with Jackie and them? First of all, Trezel and Jackie is not married, okay? There is no paperwork that say they married. I looked. I got some subs that looked. Everybody else has been looking. We can't find nothing to say they married. And Jackie might be a kidnapped baby, y'all. I know. The case is getting weirder by the minute. You got that right. Jackie. Y'all, I'm so hungry. I've been out with my grandkids today. I took my granddaughter on them. Let me sure. Ain't nobody listening. I got a Mr. Beautiful here today. A different one. But I took my granddaughter on a little shopping spree. My oldest granddaughter. And y'all should have seen her. She was feeling herself, okay? Missed new shoes and new clothes and all the shit. But you guys, I don't think that they look alike. I don't think that lady looks like Jackie. I mean, just coming from a mixed family, like I come from a mixed family, and I was the only dark one probably until I got around 17. I was the only dark one in my family. And just from coming from a biracial family, I don't think that lady looks like Jackie. She don't look like Jackie to me. I know, right? It do keep it crazy interesting. This story is super crazy. You guys. So Trezel and Jackie is back. Okay, they back in the house, right? I don't even know why they left in the first place. Why, if your kids is missing, why are you going to leave your house? What if the kidnappers are like, shit, let me drop these kids back off? What if the kids came back and y'all wasn't home? What didn't you guys think of that? Like, what if they came back? Why would you leave your house? And he said we won't. I can't. I still think we won't find the boys unless they lead us. Yeah, yeah. They had to know much. Yeah, they had. To, let me tell you guys something. These kids been gone. These kids probably was gone. Okay, so you know those pictures that they posted. So they said that Jerome took those pictures in December. Was it December 2019? Hey, Mary. December 2019, right? Jerome took those pictures of the kids, and that's where they got those pictures from. I think right after that, they got rid of those kids. Because why don't they have pictures of those kids? Why don't you have recent pictures? I have like 10,000 pictures of all my grandkids. Like I take pictures of them every time I see them. I got videos, pictures, and I'm sure all of us do. So why don't you have any recent pictures of those kids? Because why? Y'all, you guys haven't had those kids. They haven't had them. Those kids are gone. Those kids been gone, and they haven't had them. Put this over here because the light is so. That light is bright. I turn it off. They haven't had the kids, you guys. They have not had the kids. I gotta eat these olives. Hold on. You guys, I've been eating. I have not been eating right. Listen, what happened? My 3 rosebuds. Trezel tried to say what? They're gonna be around here somewhere. Yeah, meeting around their house. They're on Aspen. I wonder if he knows something. Let me tell you something. Trezel and Jackie know what happened to them kids. They know exactly what happened to those kids. And those kids been gone. They've been gone. After they took those pictures, they got rid of those kids. Because why wouldn't you pull up some more pictures of them? Why don't we have any recent pictures of them? I mean, Biomom even went up in her stack of pictures and got all the pictures that she had, and they look like they was happy when they was with her. Jamal and you know what the last interview they claim. Wait, hold on, baby. I want to read that. The last interview they claim. Ellie told them that they did not have more recent pics, but Jackie and Trezel didn't give permission to release them. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. If Trezel and Jackie were friendly, someone would invite them for drinks. I am sure they would start talking. I bet you T.I. and Tiny could get them to talk. Maybe they should get invited to T.I. and Tiny's house. Shit, they got drugs and drinks and they got all the shit at T.I. and Tiny house. That's a hot mess story too. You guys, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna make them talk. This is what's gonna make Jackie talk. They're gonna start. I'm telling you, they're digging. The police is digging into like their records, like their financial stuff, like how they got the kids. What is the reason why they got the kids? Like they're going to CPS. They're doing all that. They're going to arrest them on some other shit before they arrest them for murder. That's what they're going to do. And guess what's going to happen? Jackie thinks she's so tough, Miss Tough Ass. She going to start talking when she get behind them bars with those savages up in there. She going to start talking. Watch. She is going to start performing. When they arrest her, she is going to start performing. Where's Tammy and them at? Hey, where y'all at? You guys make sure you're hitting the thumbs up, you guys. Make sure you hit the button, mash the likes button. And so you guys can get your notifications when I come on. But listen, so Jackie might not be Jack. I wonder how I wonder, did Jackie know that she might have been, abducted? I think that this is something that they just do. Like this what happened. This is probably what happened. Wanda and that lady, what's her name? Supposed to be AKA Jackie Mama, right? I think they got together at the because they both used to work for CPS, right? I think they got together and started swapping stories and stuff, and they confided in each other, and they was like, yeah. Wanda was like, yeah, I could do the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? I'll do the paperwork. You just find somebody that's, that's getting their kids taken away, and we gonna make some paperwork, and we gonna make sure they lose their kids. And this is how that probably started. That little conversation between her and Miss Vasquez. And they just start making paperwork. I know Wanda was making paperwork. Wanda, you was making some paperwork, okay? You created some fucking paperwork so those kids, so Classic and Sincere, could get taken from their mom while she was doing her little classes and stuff. You know how they make you go to classes or whatever. And then Wanda was like, see those two little boys right there? We could get them. We could take them. We could get them. We're going to come up off of them right there, those two. And see, but Trezel and Jackie, when they got them, they couldn't handle them. They couldn't handle their ass. Hi, Patty Betty. Hi, baby. I'm good, baby. Thank you. I got my pink jacket, and then I got the leggings to go with it. Oh, you got to have the leggings. I didn't see no pink shoes, so I'm wearing these. My little Reeboks. Y'all, I've been bad. I bought like 17 pair of new tennis shoes. I don't know. I'm a tennis shoe person. So what? Listen. So this is what happened. I know this is what happened. Wanda was making up paperwork. Her and what's her name? What is her name? Carrie Vasquez. Hold on, my neighbors is arguing. Hold on. Shit, I'm trying to see what they arguing about. We got new neighbors, okay? They just bought the house next door. But anyway, Wanda has been making paperwork. And she knows she's been making paperwork. Sherry, yeah, so her name is Sherry Vasquez. Thank you, Mary. Her name is Sherry Vasquez. And they was at CPS making up paperwork, you guys. And that's how they got those kids. And you best believe that the police is investigating how they got these kids. Because there is no way Trezel and Jackie should have no fucking foster kids. What? Or been able to adopt no kids without no damn job. Just think about all the shit you can't do without no job. Just think about that. Like, there's so many things. There's a long ass list of stuff that you can't do without no job. And adopting kids is one of them. You cannot adopt no kids without no financial income. No way. No way. Sherry and Wanda did what? Know people in Fresno, and they help fast track. The adoption with the boy. Yep. I'm telling you, they out there making paperwork. Let me tell you, I'm from California. I know motherfuckers that make paperwork. They create paperwork. All they got to do is have an office set up just like mine that I got right here in this house, in this room right here. With this, all you got to do is have a printer, a scanner. You got to have your your shit together with whatever you need to print up your paperwork. And you could print up some paperwork. I'm telling you, you can make birth certificates, you can make social security cards, you can make anything. You can make a fucking diploma, okay? Look, I ain't gonna listen, I'm gonna flash this real quick, okay, because it's mine. Boom. The diploma. You can make that. You can make that right up in here. The adoption office, what? Is in Fresno, California. So that's what, because you know what? I looked up how many people have adopted kids in Fresno. Do you know there is a lot of people in Fresno that have adopted kids? Like, why is that so? I mean, okay, so I understand people, shit happens and you can get your kids taken away. But why is it Fresno and Bakersfield, they got a lot of people that are adopting damn kids? Jackie has older kids, so she not young. Yep, you can make anything. So, okay, so listen. Jackie's older kids is not that old. My mom had me when when she was 13. She had me when she was 13, okay? So we are 13 years apart. Jackie doesn't have to be that old to have those kids. Her kids are not. How old is her oldest kids? Like 13 and 14? They're not that old. That motherfucker could have had a baby at 12, 13. She could have had a baby that young. That's a lot, parents having their kids taken away. It is. That is. There's a lot of people right there in that Fresno and Bakersfield area that have, not only that they having their kids taken away, but they're adopting a lot of kids. And there's a lot of people on drugs out there. Like, how in the fuck are they adopting kids? This is crazy. This is great. 12 years or 12 or 12 or 13. So how old is Jackie? How old is Jackie supposed to be? 34, 33? So she's supposed to be like 33 or 34, right? So that means she would have had her first kid at what, 21 or 22? She could have had, that could be Jackie. You guys, that could be, Jackie could be the missing, that kidnapped child. That could be Jackie. She could be that kidnapped child. Because if she's 34, she's 32. So if she's 32 and her kid is, let's just say her kid is 13. Her oldest kid is 13. Okay, let's just say that. So, 19. She would have had him at 19. My research leads me to believe that Sherry and Wanda know people in Fresno not help the adoption process. Something, yeah. I'm telling you, you guys, Wanda and Sherry, they know what's happening. They know what's going on. She could be lying about her age too. Exactly. And then why isn't her nothing coming up for her? Like her birth certificate, like any public records, nothing is coming up for Jackie. Like she's like nobody. There's no records for her. And then there's no marriage certificates for them. Or they could be using that child's name. Yep, that's true too. They could be using that child's name. But there's a lot of us, like there's a lot of Delgados. I'm a Delgado. There's a lot of Vasquez, Delgados. I mean, there's a lot of us. So I'm thinking like they could be using anybody's name. They could have been using anybody's name. It's just crazy, you guys. If you guys go into the public records, there's no records for Jackie that like her. You cannot find her. Her age, what her name, those addresses that she's been at, like there's no public records like linking her to a birth certificate or anything. And I don't. And her and Trezel is not married. Okay, they are not. There's no marriage certificate for. Hi, the real T. Hey, baby, what's going on, boo boo? What is going on? There is no record of Jackie and Trezel being married. There's no record of Jackie having a high school diploma. Like there's nothing. I went and looked and I searched and I was just looking like, and me and one of my subs, like last month, she was telling me like there was a little girl, she was kidnapped. Her name was Jackie Vasquez. And I think she was kidnapped in 2001 from Arizona. So that very well could be, they could be using that baby's name. They could be using it. Is Jackie a citizen? I know, right? I'm telling you guys, there is no record on Jackie. I cannot find anything on Jackie. Nothing. Anything. She's not married to Trezel. There's no marriage certificate. She didn't. I didn't see anything like where she graduated or where she went to school at. Like I couldn't find like nothing on her, like anything. Like she's not even a person. So that's why I was thinking maybe she used that baby's name that was kidnapped. She might have used that baby's name. And if people caught on Jackie spelled her name two different ways during the end of the. Did you see that? Hey, did you see at the end of that interview she sung her name out? Jaqueline, like that. Jaqueline. Like, hold on, but you just spelled your name a different way. She did. She kind of sung it out, huh? Like she was happy. Jaqueline. Yeah. Let's look at it. Let's look at it right quick. Let's look at it. Hold on. We're gonna look at this bitch spelling her fucking name like that. Let's look at this shit. I'm telling you, Jackie, there's nothing. I can't find nothing for Jackie. I cannot find nothing for them. And listen to how she spelled her name out, you guys. Listen to this. Watch this. At the end of this interview, listen to how this bitch spelled her fucking name out. She sung it. She sung the last words of it.
Sometimes you need to get away from the kids for grown-up time.
Let me move this
or
up.
get away from the grown-ups for kid time.
Okay. Now listen how she spelled her name at the end. We're going to turn this up. Let's just listen to the whole interview because I have to keep going back to this interview.
And seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out.
Oh,
really
God, here's this. Okay, listen. This is some sad interviewing. Okay. All my newest pictures are on my phone. She ain't got no pictures. Okay, watch what she spell her name.
They're not home around really with her been. They've never taken off. No.
Okay, this ain't the one. Hold on. Let me find the one where she spells her name. I gotta get the ghetto one. I gotta get the ghetto one out. Hold on, I gotta get the hood one out. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's the hood one. What happened? They had one chance and blew it. Yep, they did. I feel so helpless. But you ain't even crying or nothing. Get over it. Okay, let's see.
What did this send you? That's my assumption.
Jesus, hold on. I want you guys to hear how she spells her name out. You're gonna hear she gonna do it two different ways. She's gonna spell it two different ways. That is not that girl's name. Oh God, look at Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda probably watching this. Wanda, You need to come off of it, okay? I don't know what you're trying to prove or whatever, but we know you know what happened. You know what happened to these babies. Let me get I'm trying to get the ghetto one. Where is it? Because these are all the ones that, oh, this is the uncut video. Here it goes. Okay.
Every year, we give over
Here we go. We
5
finna listen to
million
Jackie.
very
Either way, she
special
don't have
treasures.
pictures,
When you find
or
that
her and
those
Trezel did not want
something
any
very
more
special may have
seeing what they look like. Listen, I think they didn't have pictures because they didn't have the kids. Just who doesn't take pictures of their kids, even though they do have
noisy, boisterous, and difficult to control.
Oh, girl.
Our boys,
Okay, here we go.
they played out. Everything played out.
Everything played out.
Vanishing. Channel, so I will be here.
Oh, that's
Everybody have a blast. Station bell to
no, that's
gun
what's
in the
his
dark
name.
will always backgrounds.
Oh, that's LV's thing. There's so many in here. I don't want to play his stuff. Where's I'm gonna find it. Uncut. Is this the uncut? That's uncut. Jackie don't know how to spell her name because that's not her name. You guys, Jackie is a kidnapped. This I think Jackie got Jackie's nope, not your name. So what's your real name, Jackie? Huh? Yeah. Who are you? And do you know who you are? Because you probably were kidnapped. I'm telling you this. They have been through this before, or they seen somebody do this before. That's where they got it from. And then see, they got over their head. They thought they can handle, they was like, oh, this is gonna be some good money. We're gonna take these kids in. This is gonna be some good money. I mean, I don't know how much it is a kid. Just say, let's say it's $1,000 per kid, okay? So they had 4 of them that they were fostering or whatever, adopting, and then they had their own 2 that they probably was getting welfare for because they wasn't working. So they probably was getting money for them too. So let's just say they was getting 5 G's a month. Okay? That's just not enough for me to be taking care of nobody's kids. 5 G's a month is just not a lot of money to me. That's really not to be but for people that ain't working and ain't, that's their hustle, okay. And then they probably had, they was probably doing some other hustling, like unemployment scams and all that. They probably was doing all that. I'm pretty sure of it. Trezel, I know you was grimy. You lazy and grimy. Trezel is lazy and fucking grimy. Your ass didn't want to work. Didn't want to work. Still ain't working. Still ain't got no job. Still not even trying to make himself look good. I would have went and got me a job. Like, shit, they think I ain't finna work? I'm finna go get me a job. Trezel still ain't working. They don't got no kids, so you guys, how they getting money? They didn't expect this many people following the story. They had no idea. Yeah, you got that right. I think they were getting like what, 1,600 per kid. Okay, they was getting like 1,600 a kid. Okay, let's just say they was getting 1,600 a kid. Now you guys still, so how do you go about buying a house? Let's just say you're getting 1,600 a kid. How do you go about buying a house? Like what? I mean, they just people. I mean, when I bought this house, I had to keep. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was either $15,000 or $20,000 in the bank for 6 months. It's something like that. I don't know if it's like that now, but this was a long time ago. I'm talking about 20 years ago. I've been in this house for 20 years, so. I think like back then it was, I don't know, it was like 15 or 20,000. I can't remember, but it was for 6 months. So how do you buy a house within how many months? So the lady was like, they were supposed to close in June. They didn't close until September. So it was June, July, August, September. So 4 months. You was trying to scam these people into thinking you had money in the bank, this and that, and the bitch had to give you $5,000 that you was fucking, because ain't no bitch gonna give up 5 G's and they're not getting nothing. So yeah, he was doing something with her. So I just didn't, I don't understand how they got that house with no, they couldn't show no type of work income. What income are they showing? The income, they can't, there's no way they can just show, oh, we got these kids and that's our income. But how did you get these kids with that income? Like, how did you acquire these kids? There's no way. I don't know how they did that. I can't even think about what that real estate lady was. There's no way. And look at Trezel. He ain't no good looking guy or nothing. He's not no good looking guy, y'all. He is not no good looking guy. Has 166,000 in the bank right now. Oh, he said Trezel got 166,000 in the bank. Rebecca, where you get 166,000? He done ripped somebody off. What fraud? It will be taken in foreclosure unless Jamal pays. Ah, Jamal better pay because I wonder if they've been paying on their house every month, and if they have, where they been getting the money? Okay, let's just say they got stimulus checks for everybody, like all the kids and stuff. Let's just say they did. Like they got the stimulus checks and let's just say they just got those. Okay? So I think isn't it didn't Biden put in a thing where you get like $600 a month for each kid for a whole year? Is that how it goes? Jamal's paying. Jamal, you sure is paying a lot of bills, baby. Jamal is paying all they pockets, huh? This is what I want to know. When Jamal went on camera, let me tell you guys something. I saw Jamal after this story, after they reported these kids missing, and I think it was it maybe been 3 or 4 days later. I saw Jamal with my own eyes on CNN. Right, he was talking about something about the NAACP. Jamal did not mention one time that these boys was missing. He didn't say jack about these kids was missing. Not nada. He didn't say nada about these kids. So Jamal's the one paying all the bills. So what they do with that dirty house that they had? I heard Wanda moved around the corner somewhere. What happened to the dirty house? I know somebody ain't buying that house. I know somebody is not. I know that house is not up for sale, you guys. There's no way. There is no freaking way. Somebody is buying that raggedy house. Okay, let's see if this is it. I'm trying to find that one. Oh, this is another girl. Hey, did you guys look? What if you go look at Cherry on Twitter? You will see she's friends with a lot of criminals who are involved with satanic ritual. Oh, really? What, Rebecca? I did hear that she had a lot of like voodoo stuff in her house. She had like when they flashed her house on when they were doing that video, like she had a lot of satanic stuff in her house. So I believe that. Probably embarrassed, not good for his career. But those are supposed to be your nephews, and then the pictures that they used of the kids came from his Facebook page. So why wouldn't he say anything about what happened? Like that don't make no sense.
I serve the Roman Empire.
Oh man, that's one. Oh no, this is somebody's. I don't want to be showing nobody's thing. Oh, she looked like Jackie. She looked like Jackie, y'all. Okay, this says it's the full interview. These motherfucking people.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen.
Oh God.
We've felt so helpless. And see,
We felt
everybody
so
else here
helpless, and we're
really
not crying
looking
or
and
nothing.
helping
We're not
out
gonna
really
cry.
means a lot. So, tell us what
Tell us
happened.
what happened.
Okay.
Come on, you
Tell us what
heard.
happened.
It was cold.
Listen,
I was gonna make a fire.
Sherry said that she is not Jackie's mom. Mm-hmm. Sherry said that she's not Jackie's mom. So who's Jackie's mom? She don't look like Jackie to me.
Area right here next to our house. I open up that gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside.
You throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. Why would in the hell would you be throwing wood over the gate and there's kids in the backyard? That don't make no sense.
I did it. And our youngest two go outside and play with chalk.
Our youngest two, but don't say their names.
The back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt.
Okay, do not let them go on the dirt. You know why he said that, right? He said that because the police had the dogs back there, and he thinks that because they didn't let them go on the dirt, that the dogs wasn't going to be able to sniff out their scent. Wrong.
Keep them close. Just play with chalk.
If you kept them close, you would have kept.
House,
they would be out here.
One house came back out. I didn't see him there.
Listen to this, you guys. Listen to when he says.
Immediately back in.
Listen to when he says that they're rambunctious. Watch what he does.
They should be outside playing with
Listen to
chalk.
what he says.
I said, well, I didn't see him, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard.
No, you didn't.
No,
you did
I
not.
left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house, near my wife.
No, you guys didn't.
Once that hadn't pan out,
she ain't crying, no tears, no nothing.
Both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold.
Because there was no footprints, huh?
Bunch of corners. I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names. Talked to the gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me. I came home. I told my wife we called the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching, and we appreciate it. And
the neighbor's video. Now look at this, you guys. Listen to this. Look at this, okay? Because let me go back here. Look at this. Okay, we're gonna watch this. Then we're gonna watch this together. Now look at this video. Now, I'm telling you guys, Trezel was fucking with that gate. He was doing something with that gate. He wasn't digging up nothing. He was fucking with that gate out there. Now, we're going to watch this together. Now, look at this. He was back there fucking with that gate. He was messing with that gate because see, that gate wasn't supposed to be open. Like it wasn't. It had so much stuff on it. There was no way it could even open. And the lady that sold him the house, she was like, "Shit, I thought you guys was talking about the side gate. I didn't know you was talking about the back gate because that back gate." She said that was like it had so much shit on it. Like she would have never thought that we was talking about the back gate. And yeah, there was all that stuff that was on. Trezel was unhooking that gate so that gate would look like it was open, so it could stay open. That's what he was doing, and that's why the police was digging over there because he was back there fucking with that gate. Watch this. Watch this gate thing. Come on, where is it? Trezel and his raggedy ass. Trezel, you is just a raggedy ass motherfucker. Boy, if I could just, I'm so glad I wasn't there. Shit. You can do that shit to Jackie. You ain't gonna do that shit to nobody else. You can tell Jackie what to do and boss her around, but you couldn't have been doing that to nobody else. Because we was not, Jackie is the only woman that would listen to you. And I don't know why that lady gave you $5,000. And y'all seen that lady, right? She looked just like Jackie, but she looked like a better version of Jackie. She did. She looked like a better version of Jackie. Now look at this video when he was in that backyard. He was messing with that fence. Trezel was over there messing with that fence. He was trying to make that fence stay open because that gate closed on its own. Like if you would open that gate, it would just close on its own. So he was back there messing with that gate. He cannot tell us. Here we go. Whole video is this? I don't want to be showing. I don't want to be showing nobody video. Let me see. Oh, where's it? Oh, that. Okay, here we go right here. I know. What's his name? Don't care if we show his videos. He already said. But look at this. Okay.
Federal agents, 120
Oh, dude, we're gonna show her video too.
Bronx, New York.
Let me see. Ooh, which one is this? The day. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's make it open. Let's open it up a little bit. Now you can see like this is daytime. You see this? This is in the daytime. That is daytime. Okay. Now.
So when the bamboo is showing like that, it's open?
So that's Trezel right there at the gate. This is him at the gate. Make sure y'all can see.
Yeah.
I know this does not look good, but this is Trezel at that gate right there. That's him. Now he's at the gate. He messing with that gate. He bending down. He's standing up. He bending down. He's standing up. He's taking that bamboo off that gate. That's what he's doing.
Okay, so we are at 16:13.
Look at this. This is all daytime. This daytime.
He is in the rear of the property.
He right there messing with that gate. There's the gate.
He's standing there right now.
Bending down. Look at him.
I don't see any kids.
There ain't no kids back there. This is the whole backyard. You can see it's lit up. There ain't no kids back there.
Right. So if any kids right now, you would have seen it for sure. Oh, yeah.
There's no kids back there, you guys.
Even whichever direction they ran, especially in the direction they was going. Right. So he is in the rear of the property. And we didn't see this the first time because we didn't rewind far enough.
This is daytime. There you go right there. He messing with that gate. Look at him. He's standing right there taking all that stuff off the gate. This is the daytime. Baby, if them kids was in the backyard, you would be able to see their ass.
So that's open right now. What's he doing, bro? He just leaned over.
He leaning, he bending down. He's taking the bamboo off the gate. That's what he's doing. Taking the bamboo off the gate. Look at him. He right there. He moving around. You can see him. He right at the gate. Trezel is fucking with that gate.
The date stamp, 12/21.
I'm telling y'all, those kids been gone. Those kids have been gone since last year, early last year. They been gone. The kids was never there. The kids was never there. Trezel was messing with that gate. He was trying to make sure that that gate would stay open. When he called the police, that gate was going to have to stay open. He was going to have to make that gate stay open.
Yep.
Those kids been gone. You guys, those kids was gone. Not June, not July. No, they was gone before that. Because ain't nobody got no pictures of them. No kids. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you guys something. If somebody would have came and picked them kids up, somebody's camera would have caught that. And the way their house is, in order to get out of that yard, out of the backyard, you have to go to the front yard. You have to end up in the front yard. There's no way. Them kids did not. There's no way that those kids was even at that house. Somebody's camera would have caught whoever came and got the kids or whatever. Even if the kids went running out on the side, they would have to end up in the front yard. Trezel didn't even look for the fucking kids. You didn't look under no cars. You didn't even look in the neighbor's yard. You didn't even knock on no neighbor's door. You wasn't hollering, screaming, doing nothing because y'all know where them kids is at. They've been gone what? Been gone a while ago, probably before they bought the house. Exactly. Those kids been gone since Bakersfield. They need to go pull up the carpet in the apartment at Bakersfield. That's what they need to do. Hi, Ghost Ninja. I wish I could tell. Hi, same exact exactly same shit to him. I know, right? Let me tell you, Ninja. Me too. You know what? I just feel like, oh, I just wish I was there. Like I wish I was at that, when they were talking to the news. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. That's why the police should have this case by now, because the video is not lying. They are lying. The boys was never outside. Jacqueline was never outside looking for the kids. No kids. And exactly. And remember when Jackie was like, "Oh yeah, we looked over here. We no, bitch, you didn't even come out the house. You didn't even come out the house. So how you gonna say you looked somewhere? We seen you on video. You didn't. You was nowhere." She was so lazy, you guys. She couldn't even pretend to come out the house and try to look for him. That's how lazy she was. She was like, I'm not going out there. I'm not finna be doing all that. I'm not finna be fake looking for him and I know they already gone. You go do it. So Trezel did his little 6-minute drive and came back. Come on now, you guys. Who would jump in a car if two little kids is on foot? Come on. Two little kids is on foot and you jump in
We
your
just want to
van.
thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen.
Come on.
We've felt so helpless, and seeing everybody out.
You guys, Trezel and Jackie, they know. One was June, one was August. One was June, one was August. Mary, Jackie, why are you looking for your baby boy? Why aren't you looking for your baby boys? Exactly. Because they're not her baby boys. She don't care. She didn't care. You guys, rambunctious. Did you guys look up rambunctious and what it means? So what is the police? So what is the police of waiting on there was no car light out there other than that rarely that raggedy ass van. You guys, why didn't they take that other van? Why didn't they take the van that was sitting in front of Wanda's house? They needed to take that van. Trezel burnt the seats to that van. You know what I'm saying? He was in the backyard burning the seats. Why didn't they go pick that van up and go take that van? Because whatever happened to those kids, it happened in that van. It happened in that van. August 4th. Oh, it's Oren's birthday, August 4th. So Oren, which one is Oren? Is Oren, is Oren the oldest one? Oren is classic. I don't know which one is which. I didn't never knew which one was which. And we should like to know to new ones. And okay, here you guys go. I am wondering any party. Yes, I think Oren was August 4th. So is that their birthdays, you guys? Wait a minute, because one of their birthdays is in June, right? I think the oldest one, right? Is it his birthday in June? Because I think that one of those fires happened on one of those babies' birthdays. Let me say something to Jackie, okay? And Jackie, I'm so tired of asking you. I'm just tired of pleading with you to tell us where these kids are. And if you know anything about the Bible, you really want to make peace. You do. You want to make Jackie, you need to tell us where these kids are. You need to tell somebody where the boys are. If you think that you're going to be forgiven for this and you don't ask for forgiveness, that's not going to happen. That ain't going to happen. You need to get the hell away from Trezel, and you need to tell what happened to these kids. If you even think that you're ever going to even live in prison with a sound mind, or just to be able to sleep every night, you need to tell us what's going on. Because this is going to drive you crazy. This is probably driving you crazy. You need to get the hell away from Trezel, and you need to tell us what happened. You need to tell somebody what happened. Because we need to know, and we're not going nowhere. We're not going to go anywhere until we figure out what happened to these kids, and you guys go to jail. You guys got to be in prison. Because this is just, I mean, it's been so long. There's no way that these kids, somebody kidnapped these kids and they're gone. No. If they was kidnapped, the kidnapper would have did something, whatever they had to do, and they was going to get rid of their bodies. Somebody help them. Exactly. If you love your other kids, the kids you gave birth to, you need to make stuff. You need to make something right. You need to make it right. You need to make this right with God. You need to make peace, and you need to tell us what happened. You need to go to somebody and tell somebody what happened. Because Trezel is leading you right to hell. You guys are going to burn forever. And if you don't think that there is a hell, you better get on YouTube and start searching, baby. Because there is a heaven and there is a hell. And you will burn forever. You going to keep this secret bottled up and not tell nobody what happened? If you love your two kids that you gave birth to, you'll go tell somebody what happened to these kids, these babies. And you got their mother that gave birth to them over there just stressed out and crying, and just, I mean, I couldn't even imagine how she feeling right now. Two kids that she gave birth to is missing, gone. She don't know what happened to them. And these two got the key. Jackie, you need to tell us what happened. As a mother, as just a mother, just from giving birth to two kids, I mean, even though we know you ain't shit, we know that you're not shit. Because who would do this? What kind of people would do this? Who would make up this lie and pretend like these kids went missing? And now you don't even got your own kids and you don't even care. What kind of monsters are you guys? She didn't have a mother's love. She didn't care because she knows those babies was not never there. Yeah, exactly. But what kind of people are these? You guys, like, this world is just, oh, it's so sad. There's just that how a woman that's supposed to be born a nurturer, and then you give birth. When you give birth, that is just supposed to do something to you. You that changes you. Like, how and where do you get doing something to not one but two kids, and then just being okay with not saying anything about it? They're coming from them. I think they will have enough evidence soon. I believe so too. I believe that they are going to have enough evidence, and you guys, they are going to have. They're not only looking for the babies. They're looking up in there. They're looking up in these guys as assholes. You can believe that. So they want to know when they were shitting, what time, when, where, how. They are looking at all of that. They're looking at all of that. They want to know how they paid for this, how they got that, how they got this. Because come on, $197,000 house, and you have your income is hustling kids. Come on, I don't know what real estate company would take that as income. You have to have jobs. You got to be working. And who knows, Jackie, maybe you will get visits for talking. If you don't, you will never see your kids again. You just think that. Think what they have to deal with this case for the rest of their life. Exactly. You will have to be, you guys. I just couldn't even imagine. Like, oh, even if I was watching like my niece or nephew or something and they went missing, like, oh my God, these two don't even give a damn. No emotion. No, you lost two kids and you can't even shed a tear for one. No tears. I don't know what they believe in. I don't know what kind of stuff they believe in. But if it's Satan, I guess, they don't cry. They don't have emotion. Why would someone agree to pay 30,000 more for a house than asking price? Exactly. Who does that? Like, I would never have gave these people, if they would have asked $300,000, I wouldn't have gave them. No, I'm gonna give you 360,000. No, hell no. And where'd they get the money from? Knocking on every door. Exactly, girl. We would have been going crazy. Us regular parents, even us regular aunts and even the cousin to us would be going crazy. 125,000 reward. Talk and go buy a home with the reward. Speak up. Okay? 125,000 is 125,000. Hey, you know what you guys could do? Look, you could do this. If you know something and you don't want to say nothing, tell somebody else and let them say it. If you don't want to be involved, you don't care about the money, whatever, we just want to know where the kids is at. Go tell somebody and let them tell it. Let them go tell what happened. Yeah, jail will be their hell. You got that right. Because jail is hell. House was on the market for 160 some thousand. They agreed to pay 197,000 or something. Ain't that crazy? Who does that? We don't do that in the regular world. Why would we pay over? And then it's in Cal City. Like, I would have been trying to get that house for 120. Shit, it's in Cal City. Who wants to live in a fucking desert? You got that right. Do you remember Natalie Holloway? Yep. How much money and time she spent trying to find her daughter. Do you know that they still looking for that baby? They still looking for their daughter. They are still looking for their daughter. And guess what? Natalie Holloway's parents, they stayed in the limelight. They stayed doing interviews. They went over to Aruba. They spent so much time in Aruba looking for their daughter. I mean, it was crazy. They knew what happened to their daughter. They just wanted to find her body. They knew that she was gone as soon as they ran into, what's his name, Vanderville, whatever the hell his name is. They knew he did something to their daughter, but they was looking. They was looking for their daughter. These people haven't lost no kids. They know where the kids is at. They didn't lose no kids. They did something to them kids, and they went and asked for somebody for some help, and they got some help. I think those beautiful boys or what, are not on the earth. Yep, I think the same thing too, baby. And from watching all the news of them, it didn't look good at all. Just saying on how I know Rainmaker. You guys, you know what? Listen, and I keep saying this, and I know nobody probably likes Vandersloot. Yeah, that's him. He's the one that killed. And then look, he went and killed that other girl, and now he's in prison. But if they would have put him in prison for killing Natalie Holloway, he wouldn't have killed that other girl. What happened? He is such a storyteller. You guys know what? I would rather, and I keep saying this, I would rather think about the boys being with God instead of being with some some monsters, some other monsters, I would just rather think of them as angels because who knows what, who knows if they handed these kids off to somebody and what hell they're going through. I was an abused child, you guys. I was in at that age, and around their same age, I was an abused child. So I know the hell they were going through. I don't want to think of them being with somebody else. I want to think of them as angels, and I want to think of them as free, and I want to think that, they're okay now. And I just want justice. I just want my justice. I want our justice. All different names, changes. I wonder if they know who they're supposed to be on Thursday, what name and date, birthday on Monday and Tuesday. And Ghost Ninja, they probably don't know who the hell they are. They probably don't know what's going on. Look, this is what I want to know. I want to know what that house looked like inside. In Cal City. Like, I want to know what the house. I know, baby. Prayers. Oh Lord Jesus, yes, prayers. Let's pray for the boys. I just pray that they have their wings. I pray that they have their wings because we don't need them to be with any more monsters. Their little lives. They haven't been here that long, and then, you know, I just hope they're with God and they're okay. They have their wings, and then we'll see them again one day. And even because we've never seen them. Hopefully, that maybe when when we go to the next life, maybe that'll be the first thing we see. Who knows? But yeah, I would rather think of them as having their wings because these people right here, there couldn't have been nothing good that came out of them keeping those boys. I'm sorry for the hell you've been through. Oh, baby, you know what, Patty? Um, it's okay because guess what? It made me the woman that I am today, and thank God that I made it through. I'm thankful just to have made it through, and I don't even back at those people. Like, I don't mess with those people and my family. It's just me. I gave birth to 5 kids, and it's just me. It's just me and them, and that's it. And those people that let me get abused and blamed it all on me when I was 3 and 4, like the babies, classic and sincere, they're evil, and I just don't deal with them. I just pray every day that God will make it right for other kids. So what they drug her and what they bring up? Oops, wrong. I had that Kathy's jacket. I have to run to the car and get my crazy ass clowns. Ghost Ninja, what are you doing? Gracias, Mary. Gracias. We all go through stuff. It's just for abused children. I just have so much sympathy for people little kids that are abused because we have to go through a lot. We go through a lot. We go through a lot. And then we have to grow up with this. And then a lot of us don't get help. And it just creates a bunch of just craziness in here. And thank God that I got married to this guy and he was in the military. And you guys, I used that man's benefits to death. I went and got counseling. I went and got a boob job. I went and took care of me. I went and took care of myself. So I'm thankful and grateful. That's why my heart breaks for little kids that are abused because I was in a house like with Jackie and Trezel. I was in that. I was in one of those houses with 2 evil people. Yeah, I was there and I didn't get rescued. No. You know what I had to do? You know how I left? I got pregnant. I had to plan to get pregnant. Like I went out and got pregnant and I was like, this is how I'm going to get out of this. And my oldest son, I always tell him, like, you saved my life. That man saved my life. That man that baby saved my life. And that's how I got out. But if I didn't do that, and then I ended up being with a drug dealer that finished raising me. I left home when I was 15, and I never went back. And a drug dealer raised me. I ran into a drug. Look, listen, I was 14, 15. I was 15. He raised me. I ran into a big time drug dealer. Thank you, Jesus. He was decent enough, even though he was a drug dealer, that finished make he made me finish going to school, go to school. He was like, "Oh, you got a baby? We don't. You still finna get up and go to school every day." And then I wanted to be a barber, so I went to barber college. He made me go to barber college, finished that, and when I got 21, he let me go. He let me go and do what I want. So I moved to Seattle, and I ain't never looked back. I've been in Seattle since I was 21 years old. Yes, ma'am. It happens. I'm grateful. And I just feel so bad for little kids that are abused because I know what the hell they're going through. I did. I got pregnant. I just got away from home. Rainmaker, you too? What'd you have, Rainmaker, a boy or a girl? Sorry, you're a beautiful, strong woman. You had kids. You got grands. Yes, like me, best thing ever. Yes, isn't grandkids the best? Yes, I love them. I love my grandkids. I was with them today. I love them. I went to see my daughter, and then she told me, she was like, "Well, take your grandkids. And then I'll meet you in an hour." So I just took them to the store, bought them some clothes and stuff. I was like, "Just get it, whatever you want." And I wasn't trying to buy nothing. I went on this side of the store, and then I started looking at stuff, and I'm like, "Shit, I didn't come here for this." But you can't just go in the store and get one thing. You gotta grab yourself something. But yeah, grands are wonderful. They're amazing. And my oldest grandson is 14. I got three grandkids that are teenagers. I'm old. I'm an old woman. A girl, the only child. Yes, my granddaughter is my sunshine. Ain't they so sweet? They are so sweet. I love to see the little grandkids. I love them. But sometimes I'm not, I like to be by myself. Like I'm not, my daughter will be like, "Mom, can you watch the kids?" No, because I'm lounging. And you guys, I took a lot of time off work. I had took 7 days at first. And then I called them and I was like, you know what? I need 7 more days. Shit. I'm taking care of me. Hey, Creole. There's Creole Red. Hi, Queen. How you doing? We just in here chopping it up about Trezel and Jackie. And I was telling everybody I was abused child and stuff. Just saying what happens. Like I know, I know I had a Jackie and Trezel. I grew up with a Jackie and Trezel. But thank God they didn't kill me. I mean, I'm thankful. I was able to get out. But 3 and 4, you can't fight. I mean, you can't do anything for yourself. You can't. What can you do? I mean, they're grown ups. I mean, I just wish Jackie would come because Jackie, you are a mother. You have given birth to 2 children. I wish you would just come forward and tell us what happened to these babies. You are supposed to be a nurturing mother. I mean, if you care anything about your other kids, you would come forward and tell us what happened. If you want to be forgiven, you're gonna have to get on your knees and ask God to forgive you for whatever you did to these kids. And we need to know where they are and what happened to them. And you need to get away from Trezel and you need to tell us what happened. Because it's too many, not too many, but it's a lot of people out here looking for these kids. Nobody's looking for these kids in your family. Not Wanda, not Josiah, not what's his name up in the NAACP, not Jackie, not Trezel, not nobody. Nobody in their family is looking for these kids. And then Wanda's gonna get mad at everybody because they coming up to her house and asking her where the boys at. Why would you be mad? You're the grandmother. Hi, Nat Man. Why would Wanda be mad because everybody is asking her where are the boys? Why ain't you guys out looking? They're not out looking. They won't even come outside and look and help look and search. They won't even hand nobody a bottled water. This makes no sense, you guys. I mean, they know where these kids are. Yeah, you know what? You know what we all need to do? That's what we all need to do. We need to pray for that Jackie turns to God. We pray. Let's pray for Jackie to turn to God and ask him for forgiveness, and he's going to tell her what she needs to do. Jackie, that's what you need to do, because baby, if you lose your life with this secret, you're done. You are done with this secret. This is a nasty secret. You are done. Hi, baby. God bless you too, baby. We need to pray for them. We do, because something needs to happen. Jackie needs to come out and tell us what happened. How are you a nurturer, a nurturing mother that cares about her kids, and you can't tell us what happened to these babies? And your kids where's her kids at? Are their kids still in foster care? Be her ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, let's pray. Hey, I'm down for the street justice. Shit. Wanda, Wanda, what? Wanda claims everybody ran her off, ran off the search. Wanda Wanda need to stop it. That damn Wanda, where the kids at? You know what? Maybe you know what? Maybe Wanda don't know exactly where the kids is at, but she knows something that happened to them kids, and they your grandkids. Why wouldn't you come out and want to search for them? The truth will come out. They said they turned them over to the FBI. Wanda said they turned them over. The Wanda said that they turned the other kids over to the FBI. So listen to this. Okay, so what about the other two kids that they were fostering? So they shouldn't be fostering those, like they don't have nothing to do with them. Those kids must have went back to the system, right? So we only talking about the biological two. Cause I know damn well they ain't letting these other kids mess with this family no more. Yes, they won't get back the kids back, nor till they're cleared. But what about the foster kids? They shouldn't be able to get no foster kids back. Wanda is the last person to see the boys per life. Okay, so listen. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, listen to this. So Trezel and Jackie said that the kids went on vacation, right? The kids went on vacation to Bakersfield. Was that a vacation in y'all Wanda's fucking house? That nasty ass house in Bakersfield? That was a vacation house? Would you guys let your kids go to that nasty ass house? Wanda, your house was nasty. That house is there. And I know you wouldn't clean up the inside because the outside looked horrible. Those poor children, they must have been so upset and confused. And you know what? Listen, this is what I think. The longer that them kids is away from these people, they gonna start talking. Them kids is gonna get comfortable with some other kids, and they gonna start talking about what happened in that house. Because guess what? That's what happened to me. When I got away from my abusers, and I got to where I felt like I was safe and far away, guess what I started doing? I started telling what the fuck was going on in the house. So I think that those kids, when they get comfortable and far enough away where they know that they not gonna have to deal with Trezel and Jackie no more, I think they're gonna start talking. Death trap in the backyard. I'm not even fit for the dogs. Mary, that's what I'm talking about. So how is your kids going to Miss Wanda's house talking about that's the they on vacation at Wanda's house, and you got 5 holes dug up in the backyard, probably for all of them. If it listen, if we wouldn't have found out that these kids was missing, and everybody wouldn't have cared like they did, them other kids probably would have went missing. Because did y'all see that backyard? It looked like it was a hole dug up for every damn kid that they had. That was a nasty backyard. I'm telling you, yep, once they feel safe, check Wanda's garden. That bitch didn't have no garden. Wanda, you nasty. You ain't even. Wanda didn't have no garden. Wanda's backyard looked like a hellhole. Shit. There's no way I would have just let my kids come bringing shit in my backyard and say, Mom, I'm look, just hauling stuff off the truck and just throwing it in my kids? Listen, I stop my kids on the sidewalk when I see them in the cameras. I could talk to them from my phone on the side. What is y'all doing? Y'all didn't even call before you came over here. As a matter of fact, won't you get back in the car and go back to your house, and then, let's start all over again, because I could see them motherfuckers on the street. Don't you bring your ass over here if I didn't call for you. Shit. Checks what just dense energy there. Man, Wanda's house, it got some dense energy, all right. Because you know what? I mean, like after, okay, so because you guys probably have houses too, like I do, and you know that you equity, you got equity in your house. As you pay on your house, equity grows in your house, right? So let me see, I'm gonna say about every 10 or 15 years or so, I'll like do upgrades, right, on the house and stuff. But Wanda's house looks like she ain't never did no fucking upgrade. She ain't did no upgrades. They didn't do nothing. They just lived in that house and they didn't do anything. Oh yeah, Wanda's used to lying, making paperwork up. They're scammers. That's what they are. They're scammers. She knows what happened, but hashes to use to lying, gaslight. Because Wanda is, yeah, that's Trezel's mama. I believe Wanda started all this shit, you guys. I think that it came from Wanda and that lady that's supposed to be Jacqueline's mom. I think that this started because of them. Because they the ones that was working at CPS. That bio mom, when she lost her kids the first time, I think that Wanda and that lady, Sherry, jumped on that and was like, let's get these kids. Let's take these kids. We can make this paperwork up. Listen, your son is with my daughter. We can have them adopt the kids. We'll make the paperwork up. We'll make it look like they got jobs. They're doing good. They doing this and that. Woo, woo, woo. And that's what they did. And they pushed the paperwork. And this girl's don't even know. The bio mom probably didn't even know that her kids got adopted. And, she going through all the classes and doing this and that. And she ain't even realizing that, hey, your kids done been adopted already. They ain't even invite you to the court date. CPS will do that. They will do that shit. Wanda and them push that paperwork because there is no way that Trezel and Jackie should have adopted any kids. Look at these people. They haven't been through, they didn't put them through no mental, they didn't go to no mental, what is it called? When they send you out to have a mental evaluation and stuff. These people ain't did that. They ain't got no jobs. They can't even, like, what was they doing when they got out of high school? Like, what job did they have? Did they have any job? Have they ever had a job? Have Jackie ever had a job? Trezel's never had a job. And we can't find nothing on Jackie. I heard Trezel is not her son. Not sure. Who? What? What you talking about, Mary? Who? Trezel ain't whose son? Did they do a home check? Exactly. And whose home did they check? Wanda's? Because Trezel had to live at Wanda's house, right? When A couple years, cause didn't I don't know, but I don't know where Jackie and Trezel met, but I heard that Jackie was living in those apartments first, and then Trezel came. So they haven't been together that long. These people ain't been and they're not married. So is Jackie illegal? I don't know because I can't find nothing on Jackie. I don't understand what is taking the police so long. I know the Bakersfield Police Department so long to arrest Jackie and Trezel. They done something to those babies. Yes, they have. They definitely have. And I don't know what the holdup is, but you know what? I think that they're doing. I think that they're investigating how they got those kids, and I think they're gonna start from there. They're gonna start taking people to prison, to jail because of how they got those kids. Because there's no way that they could have kids and they don't have. They just don't have the. Look at them. These people look like idiots. Like they don't have jobs. They've never probably have jobs. Jackie, they probably had those kids and they've been on welfare and they went from welfare to adopting kids for money. Because I cannot find Jackie. You guys, I looked. I can't find anything on Jackie. I can't find anything. I can't even find a high school diploma. I can't find a birth certificate. I can't find anything on Jackie. They met in high school. I think Jackie's an illegal. I do. I think she's an illegal. I really do because I cannot find even on an illegal. I should be able to find something. I can't find anything on Jackie. Has anybody have found anything on Jackie? Anybody have you guys checked like Jackie's? You know what? I couldn't find a marriage certificate for them too. I couldn't find anything. Like Jackie, nothing. It is. It's like a big. It's just a crazy. I don't know. It's just weird. This story. I mean, every day it's just getting weirder and weirder. But you guys, you know what? There is a good thing that's coming out of this because since they have reported these kids missing, they have busted several rings of child trafficking, people that have been trafficking children. They have found like 500 kids that were missing. Did you guys know that? They found like 500 kids that were missing. Yeah, Jackie is a mystery. She is. Yeah, I think the FBI are onto them too. I think that they're waiting until they got everything. Yeah, exactly. Show us your birth certificate, Jackie. We need to see who are you? I don't think that's her name. I don't think that because the way Jackie spelled her name, if you watch that clip, if you watch, I mean, listen to Jackie spell her name. She spelled it two different ways when she spelled it, and then she sung it at the end. So I don't think that that's her name. I think that's somebody else. I think she's somebody else. Jack and Fraud Snap. She has a lot of things on her record. Jackie is a criminal. They cannot find no marriage license. Yeah, I think everybody's been looking for a marriage. I can't find anything. Nothing. And that so-called mother of hers, did you guys see her criminal record? She got how you got records, criminal records for having weapons and all kind of shit, and you got foster kids. I don't understand that. How are you a felon? You're like a four-time felon, and you got foster kids. That don't make no sense. The woman is a felon, and you still can have foster kids, and you're a felon. You guys, are you serious? I don't know. This is just like it gets crazier and crazier every single day. And what about the cartel, you guys? You guys know they busted some cartel out there in Bakersfield. You think Jackie and them told them about some cartel? Maybe they was like, hey, um, I don't know. Maybe maybe they gave up the cartel. What you guys think about that? The cartel and well, the Mexican border is right there, and Jackie could be illegal. So maybe what if she gave up? What if Jackie gave up the cartel? They pretty probably pissed off at her, huh? I know, baby. Me too. I can't wait till this is all figured out too. I'm just saying, like, if you guys told on the cartel, you and Trezel, um, I don't know if y'all should be back living in Cal City. Don't think that they gonna protect you. They ain't gonna be able to protect you from the cartel. Cause I don't know, Jackie and them might have told on the cartel. Oh, thank you, baby. My three rosebuds. You're wonderful. Thank you. It's just God put stuff in front of you, and you just either you're gonna just make the best of it, or you're just gonna make the worst of it. And I just chose to make the best of it. And the people that hurt me, I just like, God forget, please, just keep them over there and keep me over here, and I'm okay. Even though they still talk shit about me, and they say I'm a bad seed child, and I didn't grow, I didn't do all the things that their kids did, and of course I'm not. Of course I wasn't gonna do everything that your kids did, because guess what? You guys married child molesters, and you let the child molester get to me, all of them in the damn family, and then you want to act like, oh, I didn't grow up to be what you wanted me to be. Oh, well, that's too bad. Shit, that is too bad. So I mean, it is what it is, and I didn't had my ups and downs, but I just still, even though I do have my ups and downs, I try to get up, dust myself off, and hey, just keep it moving. That's all we could do. Keep it moving, and God will just lead us the rest of the way. We follow our path. That's it. And that's why I feel so bad for Classic and Sincere, because I know what they were going through in that house. Oh, you guys, people are horrible. People can be horrible, you guys. And I mean, if I could just, we gonna chop it up. We gonna chop it up, because I'm gonna tell you the story what happened to me. And those little boys, I mean, do you guys even realize like what people do to these kids when they're getting sold and all this stuff? That's why I don't want to think about them being with somebody else. I don't want to think about that, because they're not in fucking Disneyland nowhere having a good time every day with some rich family somewhere. Hell no. They're being abused somewhere. So I don't want to think about them like that. I'd rather think about them being angels, and let God take care of them, because me thinking about them being with some more horrible people other than these monsters, that's just I lose sleep when I think about them being with other people. And I have a sub that thinks that they could be with other people or whatever. We don't know what happened, but I don't want to think about them like that. So yeah, Jackie needs to come forward and tell us what the hell is going on, or she's gonna burn in hell. Married in Vegas, what, or somewhere else? That's why one can't find it. Huh? You think so? Okay, so what about if I go look? What about if I look up Vegas? You think I could find? You think these two numbnucks was smart enough to go to Vegas? Close my door. Sound like a ghost was in here. Do you guys think these numbnucks was smart enough to go to Vegas? Trezel and Jackie, you think they ever been out of that little area? that Bakersfield, Cal City. You think they ever been out of that place? They probably never even been out of that place. Look at them. They just
You're really looking and helping out really means a lot. So tell us what happened.
Trezel.
Okay.
From our yard.
Look at him. From our yard, Trezel.
It was cold.
It was cold. He got that from the Frady Cats. I used to read that story to my kids when they was little, and it starts out just like that. It was cold. It was dark. I swear to God, you guys, look up Frady Cats, and that story. I had to close this window. Hold on. That story starts out just like that. It starts out, it was dark. It was cold. He got that from the Frady damn cat. This is this story.
I was gonna make a fire.
I was gonna
There's
make a
lot of
fire.
witness area right here next to our house. I open up to that gate. I'm throwing wood.
Okay, listen to this. Okay, so listen. I grew up with a fireplace in my house, right? Okay. Now, the first thing is these guys had a gas fireplace where you could just turn on the it's the knob on the wall and you can turn it on and all you have to do is just, light the thing with a match or whatever, right? So why are you getting wood? What's the wood for? And you know what? That wood that's out there, you can't put that shit in your fireplace. It would start smoking. Because he said it was cold out there, right? So that those little twigs and stuff, and if it's cold and it's moist and it gets into those twigs, if you put it in your fireplace, it'll start smoking in your house. So Trezel's a damn lie. He never loved them kids. No, he didn't. And if you guys look at those pictures of the kids, of the boys, when they're with Trezel and Jackie, when they were even smaller, because they ain't got no pictures of them. Those kids look unhappy. Boys, what? Check his mask. If he could have pulled it over his whole hands or whatever. I know, right? Because he like he was doing that. And then he put his hands right back right there. If he could have put his mask up over his whole head, he would have. He would have. Trezel is a fucking liar. Trezel, you're a liar.
The lights inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea.
You know what? I wonder if the police went and found those gifts she was wrapping. I wonder if they was like, where's the gift she was wrapping? What'd you wrap? And did they have like dirty clothes in there? Did the boy? Because kids when they're 3 and 4, they change clothes like what, 5 or 6 times a day. Like I remember when my kids were little, they changed clothes all the damn time. They would even go change their own damn clothes. They got to a point where they just go get their clothes out their drawer and just change their own clothes. So they have a lot. There had to be some dirty clothes. SP said Trezel was wearing earpiece. Really? When? At the interview? Trezel had an earpiece on at this interview? Really? Let me look at him.
Play with chalk in the back patio.
Let's look at him, you guys. Come on. You guys can look at him too.
Close.
Hold on.
So play with chalk.
You guys, he had an earpiece on?
One house. Came back out. I didn't see him there.
There are people around town who weren't very happy with your off-campus activities.
I immediately...
So Trezel had an earpiece on right there?
Boys. She said, no, they should be outside.
Probably did.
Talk. I said, well...
He got that ear covered. That one's not.
Searching my backyard.
Look at that ear's. Oh, he do got an earpiece on.
I left the gate open.
Yep, right there. He got an earpiece on.
Inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that hadn't panned out,
he sure do.
Then I looked down the street, both directions.
You got that right. It's an earpiece. Got an earpiece on.
A bunch of corners. I went down this.
Because look at this ear. It's flat.
I light on. I searched. I called their names. talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me.
Lying.
So then I came home and I told my wife, we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We got to get going. So I called the cops.
Look at that
The cops
big.
came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they could get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching.
And crying,
but
nothing.
everybody came out in droves. And I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
Yeah,
The
right.
best are out here searching.
Yeah, right.
And we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell, you could never talk to anybody. And that was the issue.
Did anybody ever ask the
We just
cops
want to
that?
thank everybody.
We really want to
And
thank you guys.
please, if anybody has seen them, please call.
But you know
Let
we
somebody
ain't
know.
Call the cops. Call California City Police.
Why gotta be the cops?
Call them and let them know what you seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious. Okay.
Badass kids.
They are
Look.
going to be.
You guys, he got mad at himself when he said that. You see that? Watch. He got mad at himself.
Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious.
Watch.
Okay.
You hear that? Y'all hear that? He got mad at
They are
himself.
going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it. Because
Jackie talking about make sure you. Why didn't? Okay, so if that's the case, why didn't they go knocking on nobody's door? They didn't knock on nobody's
Go
door.
ahead, I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh, no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say, this is the first
But listen to them. Oh, okay. Like they're in that. Like, what kind of mood are you in, Trezel?
time we're hearing from
Look at this. You see this right here? You see that? They ain't nothing but the devil. Look at this. That thing right there. Y'all see that on her forehead? Nothing but the devil.
you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of
thinking
foul
about
play
what happened.
involved,
He's thinking about what happened to
the
him.
biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. She thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
Why would
That's
you say?
understandable.
Why
I
would
would
they
say
say
that.
that? That's understandable. Why would they say that? No, that's not understandable. No, we didn't do shit to your kid. No, we love them.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no.
That made no sense.
And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it.
Yeah, right.
And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. We named them,
What's their name?
and they are our children. And
What's
so
their name?
We want them back.
Trezel.
So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing.
Look, you guys. He really like you guys get back to what the fuck y'all doing. Start looking for the kid. That's what he want to say. He want to say get back to go back to work, you guys. Leave us the hell alone. Look at Jackie though. Look at Jackie's eyes. This is evil right here. All evil. She know what she did. Look at her eyes are red. Her eyes are red.
We should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the
She do not want to be there. Look.
So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to police all our, yes.
Look at his hands.
What?
That's
You
a
guys
cameraman.
willfully gave them your everything.
I think
Yes.
Trezel's hands was burnt. I think he got burnt on
Did
his
they
hands
get a-
right
How
here.
did they get a search warrant? Did you
I
guys?
I
Oh, no
don't see
idea.
why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
We would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need one.
anything.
We would have let him take anything. Of course you
We
would
let them
have.
come in and search with us.
Of course you would have, because they boys ain't never
What
been
did
there.
they take?
Just tech, and that's it. Like our phones.
From the house?
Check this out.
You guys, Trezel and Jackie is full of fucking shit. There is no way those kids was at that house. A camera would have picked them up. One of those cameras would have picked them up, coming to the. They would have had to come to the front yard. There's no way. The backyard. The people in the backyard on the other side has a swimming pool. The people over here. I mean, there's gate. There was a gate like this. They would have had to come out the backyard and go out to that dirt, that little piece of land next to them, and then come out the front yard. There's no way there was no kids in that backyard. No way. No way. Jackie makes me dizzy. What's all that moving side to side? Shit, I think Jackie took a pill or something before she hold on, you guys, okay? Hold on. Mary, keep everybody company. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back, you guys. Babe, you want to come say anything about the kids? I had my friend take over the show for a second. Was it smoking? Oh no! I wasn't even supposed to be doing that. Okay, I'm not gonna like that one. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I wanted to get it. I went to Pink today and bought some candles and some smell good, and I just wanna light a candle for the boys, because I just feel like this will bring us. This might bring them, just bring us closer together. I'll light a candle for them. These candles smell so good, you guys. They're on sale at Pink. You buy two, get two free. I don't really know if it was buy two, get two free, because I bought, and they had the perfumes, buy two, get two free. When I got to the counter, it was $80. So I don't know if that was even real or whatever. I don't think that buy two is I don't think that's real. But we'll light a candle for them. We'll light a candle for the boys. Man, let's say a prayer for them. I just hope. I just hope. I'm just hoping that. And I know, and I pray every night that God is going to lead us to these boys because you guys know in missing person cases, it happens all the time. People stumble over graves all the time. People stumble over graves all the freaking time. If it's on their land, if people could be hiking, people could be just out walking their dog, somebody is going to stumble over these kids and they're going to be found. And Lord, just let us find these kids. We just want this to be over with. Let's pray for Jackie. Let's pray that Jackie, she comes to her senses and she tells us where these kids are. Because this is just truly just a sad case. And you guys, there are so many cases. I am so grateful that the kids are back in school. I am so grateful that these babies are back in school, you guys, because 2020 was a bad year for the kids. COVID has been a horrible, horrible year for the babies being at home. So let's just pray, let's pray that the babies, these babies are found, however they're found, that they're found. And, we can just move past this and get some kind of closure. And I just want, I know we all do. We want justice. We just want justice, Lord. And we want to know where these babies are. So just please let Jackie just come to her senses and say something. Say something, Jackie. Tell us something. Come to your senses, please, Jackie. We are begging you, come to your senses and tell us where these kids are, what happened to them. Because they passed these kids off to somebody. They did something to these kids, and whoever helped them is close to them. Because you guys, nobody's collecting this money because they are close to them. And you know what? I believe if that money gets up to a certain amount, somebody gonna say something. If this money gets up to a certain amount, somebody is gonna say something. So Jackie, please, we are begging you. Please come to your senses, mamacita. Come to your senses. La siento, Jackie. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what happened to you in your life. I don't know what happened to you when you got married to Trezel. I don't know what happened before you got married to Trezel. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with you. But as a mother, you need to come and tell us what happened to these babies. That is just the right thing to do. Yes, God can turn things around. And Lord, we believe in you. So we know that you're going to turn things around and show us all what happened so we can, so we can all get closure because this case is tearing everybody up. I mean, everybody's arguing and, it's for nothing. Like we don't need to be arguing. We all want the same thing. We all want the same thing. And at the end of the day, we all want the boys found. We don't need to be arguing and fussing and fighting because it's all about the boys. This is not about anything else but the boys. So, Jackie, you need to come as a mother. You need to come forward and you need to tell us what happened. That's the right thing to do. That is the right thing to do as a mother. Please tell us what happened. Tell somebody. Yes, God, lead us, please. It's been so long and time is just too much time has passed. And you can't tell me that these boys were kidnapped. Kidnappers usually they don't keep kids. They're not going to keep you until you grow. Some of them do. Yeah, it does happen. It has happened. But they were not kidnapped. These kids weren't kidnapped. These kids, they did something to these kids. And I think Jackie did something to one and had to call Trezel home from that lady's house. He probably was gone visiting old girl with the $5,000 that looks a lot like Jackie. Looks better than Jackie. He probably was visiting her, and Jackie was at home with the kids. Because from what the neighbors said in Bakersfield, it sounded like Trezel used to leave Jackie at home with the kids all day, and then he would just be out doing whatever. So I think Jackie did something to one of them, and Trezel probably came home and was like, we got to do something to the other one because he gonna talk. And I know those kids know something. And I bet you those kids, all those kids in that house have been abused, because if you guys watch that video of the day before when they dropped those kids off, did you guys see the way that they were putting those kids in the car? I ain't never seen no parents put no kids in the car like that. Like they was like 1, 2, 3. Okay, then one would run out, jump in the car, and then the next one, boom, run, get in the car. Who puts their kids in the car like that? Who does that? And then Jackie was standing at the door. Trezel was in the van. And then one kid would just go. And then after he got in the car, then another one, go. Then the third one, and it like the fourth one. Did you guys see that? Like fugitives, exactly. Like he didn't want the neighbors to see how many kids was getting in the van. And let me tell you guys something, okay? So I saw one of those vans where I live at. I was at the beauty supply, and I saw this guy. He was driving a van just like Trezel has. Now, it was just like the one that's parked out in front of Wanda's house. So I asked him, I was like, can I look inside of your van? And he was like, why, you want to buy one of these vans? I said, I just want to look inside just to see what it looked like. So I opened the door and I got inside the van. That fucking thing was huge. That van was huge. I was like, shit. I said, look, when I looked inside of it, I was like, at least 16 kids can fit in here comfortably. But see, a 3 and a 4-year-old would have to have car seats, right? They would have to have car seats. So I looked in that van and I was just like, this is a big ass van. And I wonder, did they have car seats in that other van? Yeah, I promise you, you could fit 16 kids in there comfortably without car seats. But with car seats, I mean, you would probably could fit maybe 10 or 12. But I wonder, did Trezel and Jackie have car seats in that van? That van, the one that they took it from in front of their house. I wonder if they had car seats in there. Nate, man, what? White, not horrible. Oh yeah, you know what? I type wrong stuff all the time. Sometimes it's my phone to just type some crazy stuff. I get it. I believe that they were. I do believe that they were trafficking kids, and I believe that Wanda and Sherry had something to do with them trafficking kids, because they were making money doing that. They were making money trafficking kids. That's what they were doing. And I feel sorry for them if that cartel figures out that they're all getting busted because of Jackie and Trezel. Sorry for you guys. Sorry for ya. Because didn't you guys see the cartel? You guys seen Homeland Security and all that over them people's house? That was where the cartel lived at. They found heroin, crystal meth, all kind of stuff. So they lost a bunch of money. So do you think that they thinking Trezel and Jackie must have told on them? Maybe. Somebody told on them. And Jackie's mom is shady. And Jackie's mom has a record. Well, listen, that lady says she don't even, that's not her daughter. But that lady, Sherry Vasquez, whoever she is, she has a record and she got like a couple of gun charges. So why does she have foster kids? You got gun charges and has foster kids? That don't make no sense. So this is what I'm saying. So they probably made up I'm telling you, Wanda is helping Sherry create paperwork. They creating paperwork, you guys. I got a lot going on here. They creating paperwork. Wanda and Sherry is the ones that created the paperwork, because how in the hell did Trezel and Jackie get them kids? They did not go down to the CPS office and was like, let us look at some kids. We want to adopt them. We got jobs. We got money. We good. We ready to go. No. I cannot find any job that Trezel has had. Not any job. How could Jackie stand by and allow those kids to be abused by that goof you know what? And but look at this. But what if Jackie was the one abusing them too? Jackie probably was doing it too. Because see, they got in over their head. Now you 32. How old is Trezel? 34, 33? And you think that you can handle 6 kids and 4 of them ain't yours biologically? And you think you can, and they all boys? I have never seen anybody with that many boys, even with that many kids, but boys especially. How did y'all keep them in the house like that? I'm gonna tell you what, my daughter has 3 girls and 2 boys. And she told me yesterday, she said that the people downstairs and the people to the left her was complaining because the kids was jumping all over, because that's what they do. The kids play. Like they was playing and jumping and throwing the ball and stuff, and the neighbors was complaining. Like, how did you keep that many kids in the house like that? Isn't that crazy? And then you move to Cal City, right? Now at least you still got 4 kids, right? Even with 4 boys. How did you keep them inside? And why do you keep them inside and you got that big ass backyard back there? So what is COVID? But ain't nobody in your backyard. You can let the kids out in the backyard. They can go out there and play. Them kids ain't never been in that backyard. And that neighbor in the back of that house said she ain't never seen no kids. And she was saying that on purpose. She said she's never seen no kids in that backyard. Never. Not even, and she didn't say like on the day that the kids went missing. She said never seen no kids in that backyard. And she was saying that to say there was no kids in that backyard on the 21st. Don't we say go outside? COVID or not. There's you got that big backyard. There's 3 gates that's closed, that's locked, closed. Why can't your kids go outside and play in the backyard? That's what it's for. That's why you moved to Cal City, right? So you have a house where, the kids couldn't play in the backyard and they could go outside. And you don't never let your kids in the backyard to go outside? Isn't that crazy? What was the kids doing all day in the house? Those kids had to be going crazy. I bet you Trezel is a control freak. They hid them in between San Jose and Cal City. That's why Trezel said they're going to be around here somewhere, because he knew they're nowhere. They're not around here anywhere. You can look all you want to. You're not going to find them. And we want to go in the houses and look. You didn't even go in the house. You didn't even go check. You didn't even go knock on a neighbor's door. Not one neighbor did they go knock on their door to see if the kids was over there. You probably right. They probably is in between San Jose and Cal City. And you know what? They could even be in between, like, I'm going to say Tracy, California, like by Sacramento, Vacaville, Tracy, you know how it goes like that? I think because if they got family in Oakland, and let me tell you, that's where I'm from. I'm from Oakland, California. And if they got family in Oakland, now we talking about some killers. And I believe that they could be, just like you said, from somewhere by Sacramento all the way up. Who knows? Even up by LA somewhere. Who knows? They could be anywhere. But guess what? Somebody is gonna stumble. Somebody is gonna come across, because you know what? We always building. We always, we're always clearing ground for the new. What's coming new? Whatever building is coming, they're always clearing ground for some new stuff. I don't believe they're in Cal City. I think that you're right. They could be from, anywhere from even like back to Sacramento. Um, I heard that they even had their names on some stuff out by Roseville in Sacramento, like out there. So they could be anywhere, but somebody gonna come across them. They gonna come across them. It's gonna be a hiker, jogger. Somebody gonna be out walking their dog. They gonna come across them. Watch. Let those boys with their mom. Shame on them. You know what? And I think that there was going to the bio mom was going doing all the classes, doing everything that the people told her to do, because she loved her boys. You could tell, because you could tell by the pictures that she showed. Those babies was happy. I know something happened. Hey, shit happens. But she took that baby. If she didn't love that baby, she wouldn't have took him to the hospital. She loved them kids. And you could tell because those kids, the pictures that she has, the kids are smiling. They're happy, and the pictures that these monsters have, those kids was not smiling. They was unhappy. So those kids could be somebody's going to come across them, you guys. And I believe that it's going to happen soon. Even if they don't find the boys, they're going to still be arrested. They're going to be arrested. Yeah, she does. She loved those boys, and you guys saw those pictures of the pictures that she put out. Those babies was happy, and they was all fat. And you know how little kids are. They got the little fat on their arms right there, and their little hands is still fat when they little. Then they got the pudgy stomachs. They was all that. They was healthy. And then when Trezel and them got them, all of a sudden that they skinny, they tiny. Did you see their little legs? They was like that little. My granddaughter is my little one, the little one fowl that comes over here, the 2-year-old. She's 2 and she weighs 60 pounds. She's a big old Samoan girl. So, I mean, when the boys was with their mom, they was good and fat and healthy. But when they got with Trezel, Trezel and them wasn't feeding them kids. She was not feeding those kids. They was not feeding those kids. They did not want those kids. They got those kids for financial gain only. And Trezel and Jackie, you should be ashamed of yourself. You guys went and took that girl's kids from her and didn't even have to. And then you didn't even want them. You guys didn't even want them. And then you did something to them. And then you go and create this story and then act like it's our fault because we trying to figure out what's going on. You guys mad at us because we trying to figure out what happened to some babies. It's sad. Trezel, you are a monster. You are a monster for even making that story up and thinking we was going to believe it. You a monster. And Jackie, I don't know how you could live with yourself. You done got this girl's kids, and now they're gone. You did something to them, and then you get on camera, and then you act like she's the problem. Oh, because the bio family. That's why we didn't want to come out here. What? You owe us a explanation. You owe us one. We need to know where these kids is at. That's just freaking sad that nobody in your family is out looking for these babies. And that's sad that they said that them kids was 35 pounds each. So they had on the same clothes, right? They both had on gray sweats. I get that part, okay? Because my daughter has a 13 and a 14-year-old. And for the longest time, we dressed them like twins until they didn't want to dress like that no more. Okay, I get that part. But they're the same. They got on the same clothes and then they're same size and everything like they're twins. No way. No way. I don't believe that. She's worse as a woman. We have empathy and exactly. It's worse for and Jackie. You know what? It's gonna be sad when your reality comes to light. It's gonna be sad for you. You need to get away from Trezel so you can tell us all what happened. Because you're free right now. You're doing whatever you want. You're free. You're thinking that, oh, they're never going to catch you. Oh, yes, they are. They're going to catch up with you. And you're going to go to jail and you're never going to get out. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to seek the death penalty. Yes, they are. California still has the death penalty. They are going to seek the death penalty. You're going to be put to death. And who knows? Maybe Biden will make it quick for you. Maybe you won't have to sit on death row for 15, 20 years. Maybe Biden will let you go ahead and just get it over with. I'm sure hoping that Tiffany Moss is not going to sit on death row forever. You guys seen what Tiffany Moss did to me. What's her name? What's the baby's name? The dad's name was Imani, and her name was Armani. Imani. His name was Imani, and her name was Armani or something like that. But Tiffany Moss killed that baby, and she got the death penalty. So, baby, you better get to talking. You better get to speaking up. Yes, she does. She needs to get to speaking. You better get to talking. Because this don't make no sense. We tried to, don't say we didn't try to warn you. We tried to warn you. You don't want to talk? You gonna just stay silent? And you supposed to be a mother and you're not even worrying about your other kids. Your biological kids. I mean, what could they be thinking? What happened to their little brothers? I'm pretty sure they know what happened. But they scared of Trezel. I'm pretty sure those kids know what happened. Because they were in the house. They didn't let the kids go outside. So they know. I'm sure they were seeing the babies getting abused. Mm-hmm. I know those kids. I know. Those other kids know what happened. And I'm pretty sure if they stay in that system for long enough, they going to start talking. They could have. You know what? That's what I'm saying. I don't like to think about them being sold because just to think about that they might be with some people that are, just doing some horrible things to them. Yeah, they are. They're evil. They're very evil. There's just no way. I mean, How could they be so silent this long? They know what happened. They're not looking for the kids. They never have looked for them. Not even on the first day. They didn't even look for them because they know where they are. We're not crazy. Not all of us. We're not all crazy. We all think the same thing. They know where the kids are. Whether they're sold or dead or whatever, they know where these kids are. That's why they're not looking for them, you guys. Yes, we do. We need to pray that these babies are found and these people will, um, we get justice because this is not right. And I think that they should make an example out of Trezel and Jackie. I think they should be made of an example. I know you're not supposed to do that in the court of law, but they need to start making examples out of these people that are doing things to kids. They really do. And that's, you know what? I didn't like Trump, but guess what? I like the way, this is only one thing that I liked about Trump, is he was going to bring back the firing range for fucking child molesters and people that did stuff to the kids. He was going to bring back the firing range. I was down with only one thing that man was talking about. Jackie, this is unacceptable. You need to say something. We've had enough. We've had enough of the runaround. You need to say something. And by you saying nothing, it's just making you look worse. Yeah, you didn't know that about Donald Trump? He was going to bring back the firing range. Yes, he was. He was trying to bring that back for child molesters. Hey, I was all for that. Yes, bring it. Because they all need to be, they should all be killed like that. They should really make an example out of you and your fake husband. Since you don't want to say nothing, you don't want to look for your boys. You don't have no sympathy for your kids being gone. You just don't give a damn. It's already, the time has already been, this is just too much time has passed and you guys still haven't said anything. Huh. Jackie, I hope that in the next couple of days that you'll have a change of heart and you will change your mind and say what happened. Especially for your own children, your other children that you have given birth to that have to sit in the system waiting for, whoever or whatever. And God forbid anything happen to those babies in where they are. I mean, look what happened to Classic and Sincere, who they were hooked up with. God forbid your kids even come close to somebody that's like you and Trezel. That would be horrible. I'd be trying to get my kids out of the system. Exactly. That's all the kids are. They don't even care. They don't even care. They don't care about no kids. I think that every kid that they have ever come in contact with, even giving birth to one or two, was just a money, something for them to get a few dollars. And then they gonna come out and say that they didn't want to come out and talk because of the Bio family. Don't you think that you guys owe the Bio family something? You guys don't think you owe them anything? That is sad. That's sad. How do you sleep at night? Jackie, I hope that you come to your senses and do the right thing. Do what's right. Because as a mother, I just couldn't even imagine. So I hope God brings you to say something to do something about this situation. And I know you're watching, Trezel and Jackie, because I know you guys watch me. I know you guys do. Trezel, you know I've seen you a couple of times on here. So I hope that Jackie, I just hope that God gets to you and brings this case to some kind of conclusion, because this is ridiculous. Thank you. You know what? I think that everybody has a story. There's a story behind, a little bit of everything and everybody. And I just think that, when you tell your story, there could be somebody else that has the same story, and it might save somebody else's life. So yes, I do. I have a story about that big. It probably would take me about a month to tell you guys everything. That's how much garbage I've been through. And I just could imagine these babies, and I was just one child, and they had, at least they had each other, at least um Classic and Sincere can look out for each other, and I bet they were doing that. I bet they were doing that, because there's one picture, and I don't know whose picture that was. It probably was the bio mom's picture, when Sincere he was kissing Classic's forehead. He was kissing him on the forehead, like he was just thinking, like what, like I got you, bro. He was like, I got you. Did you guys see that picture? It was so cute. I was like, oh my goodness, I love this picture of them. And then when they had the first when AV and them guys had the first candlelight, oh God, I just cried. I was just crying. I could not do anything else but cry, because it just made it look so real. It was just like, damn, this is real. These kids are really gone. And these people don't even give a damn. And you got strangers outside of these people's house that never even met them holding a vigil. It's sad. It is, you guys. It's just truly sad. And this is not the saddest case. I mean, there's cases, cases and cases and cases of these kids being killed and just beaten. And oh my God, I see it every day. Every day I see something. Mothers and fathers killing their kids, fathers killing their whole families, mothers killing all the kids. And I mean, it sounds like the end of the world. Jackie, I hope that you're listening to this, and I hope that you can find it in your heart to tell us what happened. I mean, ask God for forgiveness, so you can at least have another chance in the afterlife. Your chance is gone out here, but at least know that there's an afterlife, and you do want to be in the right spot. You need to tell us what happened. You need to get away from Trezel, and you need to find it in your heart. You need to get on your knees, and you need to pray, and you need to find it in your heart to tell us where these boys are. At least go tell somebody so they can tell. So they can come out and tell. You don't even have to say it was you. You can just go tell somebody and tell them, here, this is where they are. Draw a map, whatever. Just tell somebody so we could figure out what happened to these babies. They was only 3 and 4. Whatever you did, you need to make it right. And I hope you figure it out in the next day or two before it's too late. Because it's just going on too long. We need answers. The devil is a busy man every day. He's busy. He's busy. So you guys, let's just hope, let's just hope and pray that she says something, because it's gonna be her. It's gonna have to be her that say something. Trezel's not gonna say anything. It has to be her. He ain't gonna tell us what happened. He's a narcissist. Trezel's a narcissist. Oh, he thinks that he's controlling, and he don't, he's right about everything. He's a narcissist. They both need to talk. Somebody needs to say something. I know that the person, I'm gonna tell you who's not gonna say something, is the person who helped them, who got rid of the kids for them. That's who's not gonna say nothing. Jackie or Trezel is gonna have to be the one to say something. That person that got rid of the kids, he's a murderer. He been doing this shit all his life. He ain't gonna say nothing. It's gonna have to be one of them. I know somebody need. Maybe those cartel gonna do some street justice. Y'all better come to your senses. And I hope y'all don't try to do no you know, take each other out before something happen. I hope y'all don't try to do that. At least leave us a note or in a map. If y'all gonna do that, leave us a map, because we need to know what happened. We need to know what the hell is going on. Yes, he does. That man said it. He do. When they was at the when they was doing the interview, I thought somebody was gonna come off that grass. I thought somebody was gonna come off that grass, because I was like, woo. Trezel, y'all saw that sweat Trezel had running down his back? And they said it was cold that day when they was out there doing that interview. Trezel was sweating like a dog in heat. So he was lying. You start sweating, you lying. Trezel had a whole big old, his whole back was wet from sweat. From lying. He's standing out there lying. What the biological dads are thinking about regarding this whole thing. Oh my God, I know, John Q. Ooh. I heard one of the biological dads was standing on the grass that day. I don't know about nobody else's baby daddy, so I can't speak for nobody's baby daddies, but I know if my baby daddy was out there, first of all, my baby daddy wouldn't have never signed over his rights to none of his kids. That's one thing that I am grateful for, is that I had 5 wonderful baby daddies. I got 5 different baby daddies, and let me tell you, all of them were some pretty good damn daddies. Even the one that's in prison, he still is a good daddy. But they wouldn't have, that Trezel wouldn't have had a chance with them nuts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm from the Bay Area, right? I ain't never came in contact with nobody like Trezel. The Bay Area ain't that far from Bakersfield. Okay? And LA is right there by it. So I don't know what kind of people these are. I've never seen anybody, any family that was like Trezel and them's family. As they are some weirdos. Wanda, y'all some one of a kind. Walking with the sticks. Now, I seen out and living out here in Seattle, I see a couple of guys that walk, and I after I saw this story, I seen this guy walking with a stick like that, right? And so I pulled my car over and got out, and I started walking towards him, and I was like, I just want to ask you a question, like, why? What's the thing with the stick? And he walked with a limp, right? So I thought it was for his leg, and he was like, no. He said, there's a sword in here. I was like, what? So he did like this. I was like, oh shit. He said, yeah, if anybody mess with me, pull that out. So I think that there's some swords inside those inside. I think they think they some kind of ninjas or something. Dumb and Dumber. And I think they stress I think Mr. West, I think they done stressed that man the hell out. He don't know what to damn do. He got Wanda, Trezel, uh, NAACP, all brother. he don't know what to do with it. He's like, these motherfuckers is crazy. It's crazy. But I did see, every time I see something that has to do with this case in my city, like a van or a stick or something, I'll pull over and I just will ask them, like, what's going on with that? Or let me look inside of that van. I just want to know what the fuck was Trezel thinking. You 30 something years old and you driving around, you got 6 kids, a wife, a dog named Chalk. Y'all can't tell me that dog wasn't named Chalk. Because when he was telling the story about Jackie in the house and stuff, he was like, she said the kids was outside playing with Chalk. It didn't sound like she said they was playing with some chalk. She said they was playing with chalk. Sound like the damn dog. After, we all got to figuring out that probably was the dog's damn name. And when AV called that dog's name, that dog looked. So I think that dog was named Chalk. They believe what they're gone. I don't know. Yeah, I believe they're gone. The Sith Lord Star was War's lightsaber. Yep. Ain't you right? Mm-hmm. I believe. I believe that. Hopefully in the next couple of days, you guys, hopefully. I believe that the FBI is just trying to make sure that they got everything, their I's dotted and their T's crossed, because it's so much more to this case. I think that just the scamming, all the scamming that they've been doing all their life. Dog looked in Trezel. They did, didn't they both look when he said Chalk? They both looked. Chalk was so busy, you could tell that little dog, that dog is a baby, because he was just everything. He's just looking at. He want to see the dogs over here, this over there. He didn't know. He just happy to be out. And that dog was it was Trezel. He thought that was some type of pit bull or something, and no, that dog is a mutt. I hope they do too. I hope they check out, they're checking out the sightings. But see, the FBI is not crazy. These people know that they know what happened to them kids. They know what happened to them. They know they didn't go missing. They, just like old boy said, it's foul play. When them cadaver dolls didn't go out that house, them kids ain't never been in that house. They spend millions of dollars on them fucking dogs. They rely on those dogs to do the things that they want them to do. Those dogs know what they're doing. And if those dogs didn't go outside, there wasn't no kids outside. There wasn't no kids outside. So yeah, they spend a lot of money training those dogs like they do. Them dogs ain't crazy. Those dogs speak different languages. I'm telling you, you can train your dog. We used to have a German Shepherd, and my dad taught him how to speak German. Our German Shepherd spoke fluent German. Those dogs are smart. So they can't tell me that those dogs didn't go outside. There wasn't no kids in that house. Those kids wasn't never in that damn house. They didn't go outside in the backyard. You said the kids was outside playing in the backyard. Why the dogs didn't go outside in the backyard? Lying. Yep, they are. They're waiting for somebody to make a mistake. And let me tell you something else that I always keep saying. When they gave them back that house, when they released that house back to them, oh, you can go back and live in that house. Guess what? You can best believe they listening to everything they fucking saying. When they gave them back their phones, you best believe they know every call that's coming in and going out. They listening. They listening at Wanda's house. That's why she moved. Cause she know they listening. They listening to everything they saying. You got 130 pounds. What, your dog's 130 pounds? He a good healthy dog too, huh? Actually, him healthy. I love me some dogs. I love dogs. I'm a dog person. I love dogs. I don't have one now, only because I'm out of town all the time. But if I was at home every day, I surely would have me a dog. NASA. Mm-hmm. Two-way bathroom mirrors. You guys, y'all know how the police get down. They dirty. They play dirty. When they was like, oh, here, you can have your phones back. You know what I would have did? I would have went and got me some more phones. They listening. They in that house listening to everything that they saying. You know they put a bug up in that house. They listening. They finna figure this out, you guys. They're gonna figure it out. If Trezel think that they don't got no listening devices up in that house and on them phones and stuff, shit. They didn't tap their phones. They tapped everybody's phone. Jamal's too. You know the police, they can tap a cell phone. They ain't tripping. Shit. That's how they gonna find out what happened. They listen to inmate calls. They listening to everything right now. They do. Because that's how they gonna find out. Because ain't nobody saying nothing. And it's sad because I wish that one of the YouTubers that's out there, especially like Crenshaw, I wish that they would stumble across something and find something, because they've been out looking and searching, and I wish they could get that reward. But I don't think anybody's gonna get that reward. The police is just gonna figure this out, because it's way bigger than what we probably even imagine. Oh, you got a German Shepherd? Aren't they smart? They are super smart. They are so freaking smart. I love them. We used to have a German Shepherd, a Doberman Pinscher, and we had a poodle. And them dogs, all of them. My dad was in the military, and he used to teach all the dogs different languages, and they would all answer. They're smart. They knew how to speak different languages. English was their first language, but my dad used to teach them every language we spoke. They spoke it too. They were smart. They can. Hey, NASA. Let me tell you, NASA can see what we doing in our house right now. They can tell us what we doing right now in our house. They can look inside it. They can go back to 3 days ago and pull it up. Let me see what y'all was doing in your house that day. That's how close they cameras can get. So they know. They know some stuff. Oh, he's a big baby. Oh, him probably cute. Send me a picture of him. Come email me at beautifulbiabaku@gmail.com. Email me and email me a picture of him. I bet he's cute. Yeah, they can. They can listen anywhere, anyhow, any place. That's why I'm saying, you guys, the FBI is on it. They're gonna make sure. Ooh, excuse me. They got everything that they need. It's 10:46. Oh my goodness. I did not know it was 10:40. My daughter was funny coming over here to braid my hair, but I washed it, so I guess I ain't gonna get it braided tonight. I didn't know it was 10:46. Okay, you guys. Well, we gonna hook up tomorrow. Let's hook up tomorrow. Snow White from the movie Deja Vu. John Q. Snow White. Deja Vu. Hey, John Q, you know what our deja vu is over here? It's a strip club. We got a deja vu in Seattle. It's a strip joint. It got a bunch of women about as big as this. They about big as this with thongs dropping off of them. I can't even fit them. Good night, babies. I love you guys. I love you guys. You guys sleep tight, okay? Get some rest. Let's all say prayers, okay? Let's pray for everybody tonight before we go to bed. Good night. I love you guys. Make sure if you guys want to email me at beautifulbiabaku@gmail.com, okay? Send me some pictures, Nat, man. I love you guys. Good night. Smells so good. Oh, babe, you burned the popcorn. I smell that. That popcorn is burned. My baby burnt the popcorn.